And anyway, we got the Don't Mess with Texas that he sent me, and we used that cup. We started out with like a half, and everybody did the half except for Yoda. He chickened out on the half. We were like, okay, cool. Then, Caitlin, baby girl, was like, I'll do the full one. She does the full one. And then you were like, fuck it, I'll do the full one too. And you did the full one. And so I was like, okay, Braden, you want to do a half now? And he's like, no, still don't want to do it. Okay. So then I'm like, all right, I'll do the full one since you guys did. And I did it. And we all immediately regretted it because our stomachs were hurting. So then we did the crackers. 9 crackers, saltine crackers. You're supposed to do it in 1 minute. No. Nobody did it. Nobody even came close. You took like 5 minutes, but you did it. You got them all down.
Caitlin was quicker than I was.
Caitlin like 3 something, and I did it 1:56.
And Braden did it right before Caitlin. Between 2 and 3 minutes.
Yeah, right there. And so that was, and then we had tiebreakers. We had like the super sour warhead spray concentrate.
I won that one.
Spray that thing. Yeah, you think you won that
30.
one? 30 pumps concentrate.
That was bad stuff.
Strong stuff. Sour stuff.
Yeah.
And then it came down between Yoda and Caitlin, and they went to eating paper, and where you had to crumble a whole piece of paper up and put it in their mouth and hold it for as long as they could. And then after 1 minute, we tore another half a piece of paper and gave it to them. They had to add it to their mouth. Braden stopped at like 1.5. He was like, all right, that's it. I'm done. Caitlin went to like 3.5 pieces. That completely unnecessary. We were told her at 2. You won. And she she carried out 2 more minutes because she took 2 more halves. And she was like 3.5 pieces in, and she was calling for a 4th. And we're like, no, that's okay. You won.
You look like a chipmunk.
Both cheeks. She was, oh my God, that was terrible. She definitely won that between them. I definitely won between me and you.
Whatever.
Okay. So, Baby Yoda was talking to me a lot this weekend about he wants to come on and do an interview on the podcast. So, I've been getting a lot of stuff from Baby Yoda about his upcoming appearance on the show, and he wants to be on an interview so bad. He wanted to go down and film that one with Joel on his couch, so since then he's got the bug, and he wants to be on your position right there on the other side of the camera. What do you think about that?
I think that's funny.
Yeah. So he talked to me about, did he talk to you about any of the things he wants to tell me about while he's on?
Yeah, he wanted to do some of his sketches that he does.
The old man bit.
About wanting to beat your old butt in video games.
Right, because he's forever losing. He recently beat me, though, in, the Capcom versus Marvel game.
Marvel, yeah.
Yeah, he got a couple clean wins on me. They were spam-free and everything. The only excuse that I'll make is that I was not wearing my glasses and I'm like legally blind about 6 feet away from me. So I was just pushing buttons because I couldn't see anything that was going on the screen 15 feet away from me. And so he told me that he wants to talk about the time he almost burnt the house down with a toaster. Do you know this story?
Well, yeah, of course I do.
Okay, I'm not familiar with the story, so he wants to tell me about that.
Yep.
So that's a good one. Let's see, what else did he want to talk about? He wanted to talk about, which words are bad words. He wants to get me on the record, on tape, officially, of what are bad words and what aren't bad words, and who's allowed to say them. Adults, kids, and at what age it becomes okay to say things like butthole and asshole, and what's okay for him to say now. He was very specific about this. Like, he wants to know why he gets said not to say butthole, but Caitlin, who's 14, it's okay if she says butthole, nobody says nothing to her. But if she says asshole, that's still bad, and she gets in trouble. So when does it go from him not being able to say anything to him being able to say butthole like she and to when is it okay for her and then for him to say asshole? He wanted me to be very specific on like what year it was it became okay for him to say bad words. And then like he had a whole bit about it. He was prepared. He came to me with notes like so if I say you're being a real a-hole, that's not technically saying the word, so is that okay? And I was like, you're gonna have to ask your mother. I don't know. Not to me. To me, that would be like super censored if I said a-hole instead of calling somebody an asshole. Is that okay for him to say a-hole?
No.
Oh. Wait. No, he really can't say. Can he say he can't say butthole?
He can.
I want to get your take on it so that I know which part he's drawing the line. So I want to know where to draw the line.
Yeah, he can say that.
Butthole?
Yeah.
Okay, he can say butthole now. Okay.
But
not a-hole.
no.
He shouldn't call nobody an a-hole.
No.
Okay. What about if he says the F word?
No.
Not says F word, but says
no.
You said the F word.
I told him no over this weekend when he said something, but I said no.
Okay.
You're not allowed to be
I actually heard him say to somebody online on the video on the Xbox, "You're being a real F word right now."
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's not saying the word.
No,
but he's saying
no.
But he's letting him know, if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah, he told that kid, he goes, it's like an 11-year-old kid from India, too, that he plays that art game with. He tells him, he goes, "You're being a real F word right now." Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to get into that discussion. That one should be super good. And then
Captain Obvious, that was the other thing about his ranking with that.
Yeah. So for years I've called this kid Captain Obvious because any small mistake you make or something that's exactly super obvious, he has to point it out. Everyone in the room is fully aware of what's going on. Everyone's looking at the exact same thing, and he's like, "Hey, you see that?" And then he'll tell you all about it. He's the greatest mansplainer ever.
He's smart.
He is super smart. He's super smart. And he's 10. And he started this, though, when he was really young. But I always tell him he's Captain Obvious. And he's been telling... And now he's on a campaign to get himself...
General Obvious.
Yeah, he wants a promotion. He said that he's been Captain Obvious for too many years now. He started working for peanuts. And it's time he gets a promotion, a raise. He wants benefits.
But he was demoted down to private
That's
office.
Right. That's right. He missed some real out in the open shit that everyone else was aware of, but he did not know what was going on.
No, he's at private obvious again.
Well, we demoted him, but now he's bucking for promotion. He thinks he's back to captain, and he wants to be general, and right now we're negotiating for colonel. I told him, you might get to colonel, and if you're good, after another year of working hard, you can get up to general. So, that's true. He did. He wants to defend himself on my claims that he's a racist.
He called you a paleface.
Right. Now, he's half native. And
half white.
Right. But he's half native.
Looks white as a ghost.
Okay, but he's half native.
Mm-hmm.
And he called me a paleface. That's a fucking racial slur.
I thought it was funny as can be.
Well, of course, but you're an Indian.
Native, I know.
You're native. It is funny to you because it's a racial slur. It's like a bunch of black dudes standing over there calling me a honky. Yeah, you would think it was funny. It's a racial slur against me, not you.
I still think the bald thing is the best one.
Right. This kid attacks me for being bald. Like,
no, I attacked you about being bald.
you
too.
did that.
I started that one.
Okay, so first, let's set that up. First, Baby Yoda attacks me for being bald. Pretty much on a regular basis. First he did it. He had a bit going on for a whole evening, right? This on a Friday night not this Friday night, but the one 2 weeks ago. And then he's making bald jokes. I'm like, okay, I'm sitting over here in this corner trying to write jokes on my pad and stuff. And he's over here just drilling me like left and right. Soft, bald joke. Anything I say out loud, he's ready. He's got like 5 responses ready for me, right? He's got, because you're bald. He's waiting for a setup. He's already got the punchline, and he's got like 3 tags for the joke ready to go, right? Ding, 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 ding. He's hitting me, right? I got a whole bunch of them. I'm going to play them all during his interview, and then I'm going to grill him on each one of them, right? And so then out of nowhere, here you come going, yeah, there's a video of that. Well, you just bald. And I'm like, shut up, man. And I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking about the Mike Myers bit on the Austin Powers when the dude comes in with the big mole and he goes molly. I thought that's what you were getting confused with. So I was like, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. And you're like, fuck you. Yes, I do. And you went to the phone, just like you did earlier. You went to the phone and you're like, fuck that. I'm finding this shit out. The kid's roasted me for like a solid 15, right? This kid's got an opening act, right?
And Caitlin.
Right, and he's got his sister coming in like every 2 minutes. She's coming between the kitchen and the front room, right? Just to feed him punchlines and setups left and right. She's pitching him softballs and he's just beating me over the head with them, right? The whole time, and she's over here going, I know it's on here. I know, bald. I'm like, shut the fuck up, right? Everybody's teaming up on me. I'm trying to get him back a little bit, right? I'm trying, but I'm getting swamped. I'm getting triple team. She's over here getting this ready. Finally, like 15 minutes into it, and I'm like, you're still going about this? Every once in a while, she's like,
movie we had.
I'm getting it. I'm going to find it. And I'm like, oh my God, what the hell?
SpongeBob movie.
She finally finds it. She finds this fucking SpongeBob movie
that we've had.
Right.
The whole time.
Yeah, so finally, after all of that, she finds the movie and the clip, and she plays it. And then, and we lose it, of course. And then she plays it over and over. And they're playing this shit on repeat while both kids are jumping me, roasting me, right? Fucking assholes. And I'm calling all of them assholes. Several of them calling 2 kids and my wife. All of them are assholes, right? It's an asshole kind of thing. They leave to go to bed because it's bedtime. I'm sitting out here. I'm still doing my own thing, trying to relax. I think it's over, right? And then I hear them in the bedroom still fucking going. They're still giggling, talking shit. I can hear them all the way in the front room. I go all the way in there. I got it recorded. I got it recorded, the whole thing. Her and the baby are they're on the bed. She's playing the video on repeat. They're laughing. I said, ball, just like that. Fuck you, assholes.
But
you guys kill me, man.
But you started it.
That's a rough life.
When you started going on about the haircut, about your haircut to Braden and to Caitlin and to me, and you're like,
no,
you see my kind of
that
haircut.
Started. No.
That's what started the whole.
It started with no. Braden had already started. Yoda comes at me with this. He comes at me with a bald joke, right? That's when he said, I said, dude, you don't mess with me, Baby Yoda. You're new to the Force, and I go, I've been a master of the dark side for a long time. And he goes, you've been a master of the bald side for a long time. And I go, hey, you don't make fun of my haircut because my haircut is a Russian haircut. And they're both like, what? How is it Russian? I'm going, because it's Russian from the front of my head to the back of my head. And then I lost them. They were gone.
Kaylin got it first. And remember, there was an interlude when you said the Russian haircut, and she's looking
It took him a second to get
She
it.
started busting up laughing. He's still looking like, what? And then when you said that, he thought about it, and then he just started dying. You're right. And then after you said the darkness thing, that's right, because you made another comment to him, and he said, because you're bald. And then that was like his ongoing thing.
Yeah, I was trying to have a conversation with you. And I know exactly what the conversation was. I'll tell you exactly what the conversation
was. It
was.
was perfect timing.
Right. He's over here. He's playing Xbox.
He's playing his game.
He's playing Xbox with headphones on.
Yep.
Big headphones, right? And he's got the controller, and he's looking directly at the TV. He's not even looking at us. We're standing over by the couch, and we're having a conversation, and the conversation is how difficult it is living with you now, not because of the problem most people would have, like that you don't understand, I'm looking for material for comedy bits and stuff like that. The problem I'm having with you is now everything that happens in my life, you immediately go, how can we make that into a bit? It's like you don't take anything serious anymore because you're worse than me. You're only looking for the joke in it, right? You're like, what can I do? That's the conversation we were having.
Oh, yeah.
On the sidelines. And meanwhile, every time I gave him an opening, he wouldn't say nothing else. He's scrolling. Baby Yoda, he's got a juicy box. He's got a juice box with a sippy straw, and he's sipping this. And at the time, he wasn't on a game. He was scrolling on YouTube looking for videos to watch, right? And every time, bam, he'd come with the bald joke. Just he had him. He had like 4 or 5 of them.
Because you're bald.
Yeah, because you're bald.
You said that like 4 times. Because you're bald.
No, she's having a hard time with it because you're bald.
Bald, yep.
It's not because you're tall. It's because you're bald.
Yeah.
He got me like 4 times in like a 10-minute conversation. He busted my balls about the bald jokes.
Part of it, that's right, because I was talking about being short and having short girl problems.
That's right.
And needing you to reach up. And that's when he
said... And then every time you have to ask me to reach something for you in the kitchen now, you're like, could you use that as a bit? I had to reach that. I had to have you reach the marshmallows on the top shelf again. What? And that's the 3rd time this month. Is that a bit?
I can't reach them.
I'm like, yes, babe, that's a bit.
But we were talking about that and just out of nowhere he goes, it's not because you're tall, it's because you're bald. And
right.
It was like...
She don't ask you for help because you're tall. She asks you because you're bald. I'm like, fuck you. That doesn't even make sense, but fuck you. Because it's perfect timing.
He did that the whole weekend. It was crazy.
Oh, yeah, no, wait. Before you go, the Tiger King. We're watching the Tiger King now. We just got into that because everybody said we had to watch it. We watched 2 episodes. Mm-hmm. We've watched the 2nd episode twice. We're going to have to watch the ending of it a 3rd time because you fell asleep the last 15 minutes of it.
Too tired.
Long days at work, and then we try to get it in at night in between everything else. But anyway, our impressions so far, definitely Carol killed her husband. Definitely. 100%. Spoilers ahead. If you have not seen it, don't watch this part of it.
And don't get a mullet.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't do a bleach mullet. No, that's bad.
What do you think about Joe Exotic?
I don't.
You don't like him?
I just don't think of him. I don't know.
Would you party with him?
No.
You wouldn't go to his house if he was throwing a raging barbecue.
Not if I was a male. Drinks.
You wouldn't. Though right now, we wouldn't go have fun with... If he got out of jail right now and threw a big Hollywood party with barbecue and with liquor and everything, you wouldn't go?
Nope.
I'd go.
I know you would.
I'd go. I want to party with Joe Exotic. Got out of jail right now and threw a big ass raging party with all the liquor you could drink at big barbecue and all the people from his life, all his characters were there. You wouldn't go just to watch the train wreck.
I would just be behind the camera filming it.
But you would want to be there.
Yeah, I would film it.
I would want to be there. I wouldn't party. I want to talk to those guys because That's such a crazy, unique mindset that those guys got to be great. Listen, my dad is a crazy, unique character. He's brain injured, which gives him a lot of that crazy character. I have crazy uncles that are outlaw bikers, and I have just people, war veterans in my family that are such great storytellers and have wild stories. Nothing like that dude's got going on. I tell a pretty mean story my goddamn self about some crazy things I've done. I've done some outlandish shit in my life. Joe Exotic did some crazy shit that I was like, yeah, I gotta know how this dude's thinking.
But that will be continued after we finish watching the show.
Well, right, because that's all of it I've seen so far.
It.
So that's the only thing I know. But I don't know what happens later on. I know there's like a murder for hire and some things go wrong because he's in jail now. So obviously some things get twisted up. But my impression from the first 2 episodes is I like that dude. He's definitely not me, but he's definitely unique. The other dude, the doc dude, I really like him, even though he's kind of creepy with the little sex cult harem thing or whatever. I've seen him on some podcasts where he says that's not really what it depicted. That a lot of those people were like,
he's not
his son's girlfriend was on there, and they were trying to make that, and like his granddaughter, and they were trying to make that look like one of the girls that he was fucking, and it wasn't. It was like his family members and stuff. So I don't know if that's true or not, but that's his defense to it, that they kind of made him look villainous when he's not villainous.
And he's not married. They made him out to be like he was married to one person and then...
like he had multiple marriages and stuff like that. I don't know. He just said he had some girlfriends and he was more... I look at it like maybe he's more of a Hugh Hefner dude. I mean, Hugh Hefner had how many bitches living there? How many girlfriends? 4 or 5 at a time sometimes? 3 at least for the main. 10, yeah. What was it? It was like 3 or 4 on the show, though. When they had the show, it was only 3, I think.
4, I think.
Yeah, there was the real blonde one that made her own, Kendra or whatever, got her own show. And...
I think that's the one he married, I think.
No. That wasn't her. I think he married the big nose one. Kendra didn't. Kendra married the black dude, the football player or basketball player or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, and then they went on to have their own show or whatever, but...
yeah. Okay,
he married. Anyway, no. But that's it. That guy. I think more like he had a Hugh Hefner type of thing going on. Definitely, we'll see what happens. We got some more episodes to watch, but we had to shoot this tonight. Let's get out of here, and we'll see you again in a couple days. Say goodnight, Shell.
Good night, Shell.
Thank you for everyone
for listening.
We really appreciate
it.
Everybody stay
safe. Be
healthy.
Keep your social distancing.
Distancing.
Hopefully this will
all be over soon.
We'll see you
next time.
Thank you.